Welcome. You are now tuning in with Eyesonpodium podcast. I'm here with my bro Henny.
I'll let you pass today.
Like, comment, and subscribe. We are gonna be talking about the Olympics and what's been going on in the off season.
Let's go.
Let's get into it. But before we do that, we would love for you guys to like, comment, and subscribe.
As always.
And we got the best intro, outro music in the business. And we can't start or end the show without letting you experience such things.
I want to jump on the remix.
Ooh.
She don't even know me. Open hit the corner for the three, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking. Eyes on podium. No one should be talking. Keep your eyes on the podium. I go chime a ring, give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pig, rolling with me, gon' be low key. Best believe it's more of us, but today I'm dolly. Grab me by the hand, damn, she don't even know me. Open hit the corner for the three, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking. Eyes on podium. No one should be talking. Keep your eyes on the podium. I go chime a ring, give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pig, rolling with me, gon' be low key. Best believe it's more of us, but today I'm dolly. Grab me by the hand, damn, she don't even know me. Open hit the corner for the three, nobody noticed them. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking. Eyes on podium. No one should be talking. Keep your eyes on the.
The 2024 Olympics, it hosts a lot of big names. The conversation is who is going to be in the starting lineup. I think they named it already, right, Henny?
Nah, they didn't name. They just said, rumor that this is what's it's going to be, but it's not official yet.
All right. So for the people, can you please inform them what the 5 may end up being?
So the 5 would be Curry, Tatum, KD, LeBron, and Joel Embiid. What? Say your piece.
I mean,
say your piece.
What do you think about that starting lineup?
I love it. We got Tatum playing the on paper we got Tatum playing the 2, KD playing the 3, LeBron playing the 4, and Joel playing the 5, and we got Curry playing the 1. Now, what's good about this lineup is LeBron's going to be the 1, KD's going to be the 4, Tatum is going to be the 3, and Curry's going to be the 2.
Right.
I don't see nobody in this world that's going to stop a LeBron, Curry, Joel Embiid tandem.
Okay.
That's going to be ridiculous. And you got these 2 snipers at the wings, Tatum and KD. Like, that's going to be ridiculous. As a starting 5, that's going to be ridiculous.
I thought you said snipers. You didn't include Curry.
I mean, I don't even have to say it. We know what he does. Everybody in the world knows what he does. I don't have to say it.
I'm here for the Olympics. I'm here to see how they do.
But
if you have to
I feel like you have a different starting lineup that will bring USA gold.
I feel like it should definitely be Kawhi instead of Tatum.
Nobody else that you want to change out?
I don't think LeBron should be playing a lot of minutes.
No. You could play 1 minute, like I think Joel is going to do. He's going to start and play 1 minute and then go sit for the rest of the Olympics. I'm talking about starting lineup.
Nah, that's a cool starting lineup. based off of who's in the Tatum. I understand Tatum won a championship. You know what I mean? LeBron running the point. I mean, he's top 5 in assists of all time. And I think he's 4th actually.
Yeah, I think he's 4th.
Joel is the mid king, right? The mini range king. He's probably has the best mid range game on the team. And then you got Curry who stretches the defense, which is gonna allow Joel to just do whatever he wants and get France upset. And then you have Tatum. It's the Tatum and KD. I mean, KD could do anything. I mean, just put him anywhere. Just once the ball gets swung to him, it's just going in the hoop.
Exactly.
He'll swing it back. Don't get it twisted. He'll swing it back. I'm not trying to say he's not going to swing it back, but I would have preferred. I get it, but I would have preferred Kawhi over Tatum. Because Tatum, I feel like Tatum, off ball Tatum. Do we like off ball Tatum?
Do I like off ball Tatum?
Yeah. Over off ball Kawhi.
It won him a ring. It won him a ring.
No,
right?
He was on ball. I mean, he was technically the point forward.
Tatum?
Yeah. He was on ball.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Tatum's going to be taking a lot of sidestep threes. I just don't want to see it. I just don't want to see it. But whatever.
This
he won a championship.
This is where you come. You play a lot of players. They play USA ball and get better. This is where you come in and just do things, work on things that you're not used to. So Tatum being off ball, he works on that because he's not usually off ball.
Right.
Curry works on off ball stuff. Joel Embiid. I mean, he's gonna just do what he does. So, but I think Tatum would flourish off of this type of environment and take it back to his team so they can get better.
Is he gonna be a slasher?
Tatum?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever Curry, whatever Steve Kerr runs, that's another question now. Who is this team ran through?
Oof.
Yeah.
I think it would have to be emotion.
Because you got Curry, he's a little older. LeBron's a little older. KD's a little older. Is it Tatum that they run this offense through?
I hope not.
Because of his young legs? Yeah, that's the question. Like, yeah, you got these vets on your team, but in order to win, it has to be dedicated to one person. Not necessarily dedicated, but it has to be a first option. Everybody can't be a first option.
Right.
Are they going to play, whatever the game calls for? Will that give them success? Especially when you got France with the Twin Towers. You got Canada looking bold.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would say KD.
KD?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's efficient. I would say running through KD. Mm-hmm. Running through KD and Steph. And have what's his name? Jason Tatum cutting, spying up, and running through Joel. I think it should be like that right there.
Me personally, I would probably run a lot of horn sets. That's just screens. Just for all my KD, Curry, LeBron at the one, pick and roll with Joel, Yeah,
but it's a different game in FIBA. And see, that's the other thing, right? Like, I'm not too keen on how the FIBA style is going to be. I'm extremely excited for the games that they do play. But just based on their skill sets, I mean, if KD takes 15 shots and Tatum takes 15 shots, Who do you think is going to be more efficient?
KD.
That's just the thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, is Tatum going to be mellow? Olympic mellow? I feel like he would have to be Olympic mellow.
So we referring to old players. I think that Anthony Edwards could be D Wade in this situation. Just worried about scoring. Maybe maybe the offense can be run through him.
When he comes off the bench.
When he comes off the bench, he could be the leading scorer. It's not too crazy for that to happen. It's happened before.
I don't think so at all. I think that's a great idea. I don't think it's crazy when I say it. Yeah.
You share because of the age of the starting lineup, quote unquote starting lineup. This is what we think and what they're saying, that maybe the bench really is the bulk of the scoring, while the starters just get an idea of what they're playing.
That's funny. That's funny. Then that means the bench should be starting and the starters should be coming off the bench.
Not necessarily. This is for you basketball. You have a lot of talent. Again, This is a situation where you can work on other things. Anthony Edwards, he has to be a two-way player. Here, he doesn't have to be a two-way player. He can be a scorer here.
Right. Straight buckets.
Straight buckets. A lot of players can be different things. Who knows? Maybe Joel's the power forward. I mean, maybe Joel's the point guard. Maybe they run the offense through him. They get him the ball. They get him at the high key, and this punch is pick and rolls on the wings. LeBron screening for Curry for the three. Joel has 10 assists. Who knows? Not just saying. Like
that's what I'm saying. You could run it through Joel. I was like, you could run it through Joel too at the top of the key.
Yeah, he's an excellent passer.
He is.
Excellent passer. He's not. He. It's not like he can't facilitate.
Who do you think, like, from the young players, is gonna take the biggest leap next season? Like,
you
didn't get to see anybody, but just based off of paper warriors
on the USA team. I would probably say Tyrese
Halliburton.
Yeah, because he's a point guard that passes. He's gonna watch LeBron a lot. I'm assuming that he's gonna watch LeBron a lot and see other ways that he can be effective on the game. Just no matter what.
Without scoring.
It starts with him. He's a great passer, but it's more than just passing and getting your assists. It's the effectiveness of that one pass. Not just pass, I got 9 assists, I need 10. Let me just pass it because, So I think Tyrese we're going to see a leap from him. We're going to see a superstar when he comes back and takes what he learned in the USA around all these other superstars and take his team into the playoffs.
I'm gonna say Devin Booker. I think he's gonna be the reason why he's gonna be in the MVP race this upcoming season. I think he's gonna be able to carry his team to the top 4 seed and be in that conversation and being the Devin Booker that we thought he was always gonna be. And he's gonna he's gonna understand how to win and playing roles, right?
Yeah,
and putting people in their spots, and not just getting a bucket.
I would agree with you, but
because he's also been playing great defense. Not great. He's been playing really good defense. Right. He's been leading up to playing really good defense, being two-way.
The thing about that Phoenix team is a lot of players are out of position, man. They're still out of position. He's playing. I know he's been doing a great job as the one, but I would love to see somebody else setting him up instead of him setting other people up. I don't like that for Devin Booker. I want to see him average 40 I don't want to see him average 20 and 10. I want to see him average 40. I feel like that's his better attribute to me. And that team still needs a point guard. Still needs a point guard, a facilitating point guard that doesn't have to worry about.
Tyrese Jones is out there. They got to go figure that out.
Yeah.
Sign and trade or something. Figure that out. Oh, they're in the second apron. I don't think they could do a sign and trade.
They can't do nothing. They about to lose. Well, that's another question too. What if you ain't got no picks to lose?
No, it's frozen. So 2032 pick is frozen. So
whatever their next pick is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It automatically goes to 30.
Okay. But so say 2030 comes and they've been under the apron. It's still frozen?
No, they're good.
Okay.
Yeah. It's frozen until.
Okay.
Yeah, let me tell you.
So they got
DeMar DeRozan got traded to the
Sacramento Kings.
What'd you think about that?
Oh, what'd you think? Because you know how I feel about DeMar.
I wanted, before the Knicks got Mikal Bridges, I wanted DeMar DeRozan on the Knicks. Right? As a Knicks fan, that's what I wanted.
To come off the bench.
I wanted him to come off the bench.
Sorry about that, people.
But yeah, obviously that doesn't make any sense, and he's not trying to come off the bench.
And take what we had to give him, a vet minimum or something.
No, the same.
No, we could have got him what we
could have got him. It was the same number.
Yeah.
I was saying that he can get 75 or for 3 years, or 60 for 3, depending on however they did it, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
So the map, I think it works well. I think DeMar going to Sacramento is a really good trade, and I think he's going to provide that consistency. Regardless of what, he's going to be consistent. He's going to be efficient. And he's going to be a high IQ ball player on the court. Right? He can now run the offense as well. It's not always going to just be Sabonis. Right? Yeah. And Foxy, so he gets them off ball. He gets Foxy off ball and slashing, he gets the pace up. And he's a closer. Fox is a closer too, but he's also a closer. Right. So you have two closers. And then Malik Monk coming off the bench. That's awesome. They kept Kevin Huerter. So the spacing is going to be cool because they have Keegan Murray and Kevin Huerter on the wings who can space the floor. And what's his name? Sabonis plays out the high post. So the dunker spot is always open for a player like DeMar. And I think the DeMar Sabonis tandem is gonna be tough.
Yeah, he's a good passer. I like it. I don't think we're gonna see the DeMar of Chicago, of the Spurs. A top 20 player. Probably his scoring are probably going to go down because
top 20 is crazy.
I'm talking about
20 points per game player.
No, top 20 in the NBA.
With Chicago and San Antonio?
Yeah.
No.
He was
never.
Yes.
There was no season when he was in San Antonio. He was a top 20 player. No season.
In San Antonio?
That he played in San Antonio, that he was a top 20 player. No season. Zero. Zilch. Top 20?
Chicago, his first year in Chicago, he averaged 27. Second year, he averaged 24. Third year, he averaged 22.
What year is
he's shooting high percentage, 50. He's been compared to Wilt a lot. Yeah. 21 first year San Antonio, 23 second year, third year 23. Yeah.
So 21, 22.
54%, 51%, 52%, 52%, 50%. That was the last 5 years. What are we talking about?
He ain't top.
That's 20. Not a top player.
He's a top player, but not top 20. 20's high.
How?
Because that's like all NBA. He's not all NBA.
average 5 assists. That's tough. This is his last year. 5 assists, 1 steal. Let me get his rebounds. 3 rebounds. So he's a 23-3 player. That's not top player.
No.
How many players are doing that?
It's not. I'm pulling up the All NBA list right now. Because just this already is 15. So you saying he's like 4th team All NBA?
Yeah.
No.
You know it's politics in the first team voting. It's politics.
First team is cool.
Give
Whatever.
him his respect.
Whatever.
Give him
First
respect.
team is cool.
Yeah.
21-22.
Whatever.
Why I don't see Julius here?
Like I said, his scoring is going to go down. I think Fox takes a huge leap. A huge leap.
Yeah.
Like maybe top 10 in MVP voting. That type of leap. I think this is his not last chance, but this is as best as it's going to get. And this.
He's playing for a contract.
Yeah, and the West is open, so the Sacramento Kings are poised to step in there and head to the promised land. They got all the pieces. They got the stars. What else more do you need? Let's see how it gels. I think Debo is the perfect asset to replace Harrison Barnes. They need that consistent high percentage type of player in that position. It's gonna work out. I like it.
All right.
They're probably in the second apron here. Definitely.
I don't know. I gotta see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll
after. Another trade that got completed was yours truly. New York Knicks. They officially announced the OG re-signing. So how do you feel like OG and Mikal Bridges is going to change or upgrade the Knicks? Or what effects? What do you think? What's the effects of that?
So we finished this. Let me just.
I think the Knicks were 50 games. They won 50.
They won 50.
50 flat, I think too.
I just want to see their defensive numbers as a team.
I think they were top 10.
Top 10.
9. I think they were 9.
9 as a team.
I believe so.
I think we go 1 or 2 in defense.
You think the Knicks with Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby, it will be able to make them a top 1 or 2 defensive team in the NBA?
Yeah, not even that with Tibbs.
Mitchell Robinson, all times he's gonna be the center now.
In the running for Defensive Player of the Year. Has to be. Has to be.
You got 2 players.
He has something to prove. He's been in all these trade talks. He has something to prove.
Mikal Bridges,
a lot of trade talks. He knows it.
Mikal Bridges was runner-up to Defensive Player of the Year a couple seasons ago. He was with the Suns.
Right.
Third option. So was OG Anunoby when he was with Toronto. They both made all defensive teams.
Yep. So why not? Why can't we be 1 or 2? What you think?
I think I'm curious to see what kind of Mikal Bridges the Knicks are gonna get. Right? What is OG gonna do? I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna stay in the corner, he's gonna slash, he's gonna shoot 50% from the corners. He's probably gonna bump up his scoring a little bit because they're gonna run some plays through him more often. Because he actually is efficient in the mid range. But what kind of Mikal Bridges are we gonna get with the loss of Isaiah Hartenstein? I don't know.
In what year what year besides his rookie year? What year is a Mikal that you wouldn't want?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not saying I wouldn't want any of them. I'm just curious to see which one we're gonna get. Right? Are we gonna get the scorer? Right? Is he gonna be handling the ball a lot? Is he gonna be able to put Jalen Brunson off ball and put Julius off ball? He's gonna be able to make plays. I don't know, but if he does do that, I think that helps the team. I think it offsets what Hartenstein was bringing to the team if Mikal could do playmaking at a higher level than the point center, the baby Jokic, Isaiah Hartenstein. Like, is he gonna be RJ who just gonna be getting buckets? Because that's not what we need.
Right. I think he. Let me check his build real quick. Sorry. So Mikel's listed here as. Hold on. He's listed as 6'6".
Yeah, he's 6'6".
So the thing with RJ, he should have played the 2. Maybe that might have,
he didn't have ball handling. His ball handling wasn't that good.
I understand that. You don't necessarily. It wasn't necessarily for him to bring up the ball, but more so angling. Seeing just attacking from a different position, more at the wing than him playing the 3 with another 2 guard. I don't know. Something different, but he's on the Raptors. Mikel's gonna be playing the 2, guarding 2s, maybe some 3s, maybe some 1s because of his length and his defensive ability. I think we're not going to see the Mikel when he first got to Brooklyn. That I don't think that we're going to see what he did with Phoenix was be a spot up, play defense, maybe some playmaking. Let me see what he averaged here in Phoenix.
Let me ask you a question. If Paul George was here, would you say the same thing?
Yeah, because of his age.
So if Paul George was there in that position, you would expect him to do what?
Play defense, spot up, playmate, somewhat, and guard 3s, 2s, 1s.
I think the Knicks got a better version. I think the Knicks got a better version of Paul George.
I don't think so.
And Mikal Bridges.
This guy went toe-to-toe with LeBron James. Do you see Mikal going toe-to-toe with LeBron James?
Paul George today.
Oh.
Not like prime Paul George. I'm not saying
lateral. It's a lateral.
I think he's better today. I think Mikal Bridges today is better than Paul George today.
I don't think so.
Yeah. We're going to see, though.
I don't think so.
I think he's a better defender.
22, 5, and 3.
Who?
Paul George.
Okay. Mikal
averaged 19. I stopped you right. Don't even type it. Don't even type it. Just hit backspace. Just go back. Don't even bother. Don't even bother.
Oh my gosh.
Paul George.
He averaged 26 on it.
Paul George had a 50-40-90 season. Let's stop.
I'm being disrespectful.
That's it. Yeah, you were very disrespectful.
I apologize.
You were very disrespectful.
I apologize.
We don't have a better version of Paul George.
I apologize. I'm a delusional fan. I'm delusional. I'm a delusional.
Right, I had to rail you back.
Yeah, you reeled me back in.
We do not have a better version of Paul George. We have Mikal Bridges.
You're right.
A great third option.
Mm-hmm.
Would I have loved Paul George? I would have taken Paul George, but with the power of friendship, anything is possible.
What is his stat line? What are you happy with his stat line to be? Mikal Bridges.
Plus minus. I'm more so. That's what I'm more.
I mean, like his box scores, like points, rebounds, and assists. Like, so he averaged
19. I don't know the rest, but he averaged 19. What else?
19, 3.5 assists, 4.5 rebounds, 2 turnovers.
So that maybe that same thing. That. Yeah.
What did Dante DiVincenzo average last season?
I think like 14. Let's check that.
How much better is he going to be than Dante DiVincenzo?
That's a good question because now that Dante is going to be worried about more scoring than defense.
Like last year Dante DiVincenzo.
What you mean?
How much better is this upcoming Mikal Bridges going to be better than last year's version of Dante DiVincenzo?
I think I'm hoping for Mikal to play defense as good as Dante shot the three. So that would be the trade-off. So if I can get that, like, okay, Dante has the ball, he's shooting, it's a good chance it's going to go in. Okay, Mikal is guarding this player, it's a good chance that they're going to miss. That's all. That's a good trade-off. I'm happy with.
Okay. And he could create for himself off ball. Yes,
he could create. Dante could create for himself.
He could.
When Jalen went down, he went for 40.
No, he could. He definitely can. He's just undersized, but he definitely can. Dante is Dante Inferno. That's why they call him Dante Inferno. He's the guy.
That Mikal, that New York bench is going to be amazing.
He shot 44%. No, hold on. He shot 40% from three off 8.5 attempts a game.
So what he hit like 3.6?
3.5. Yeah, exactly. Wow, you're a math genius.
Yeah.
You're a math genius. So how does this affect Julius gameplay?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know.
Everyone's saying like, oh, they're gonna trade Julius. I don't think Julius, but I feel like Julius is the second best shot creator on the team.
You don't think he is?
I think he is.
Oh,
I think he can.
But it's funny you say that. I don't think he'd be doing that on purpose. Like, you know how Jalen stepped back. Julius puts himself in that situation every single time. Open threes, waits for the opponent to dribble, step back, shoot, and makes them. He makes them. When he was here, in the beginning of the season, he was making them. It was like, it is what it is. As long as
he stopped doing that, though. We got to give him credit when credit's deserved. He stopped doing that. He turned that down. I won't say stop. He turned it down. He started actually just catching and shooting.
Yeah, I guess.
I think he demands a double team. I don't know if Mikal Bridges does. So he demands a double team.
That's why he's the best as a third option.
Who? Mikal.
Yeah.
So who's the fourth?
Jalen or Randall.
So you're paying your fourth option $44 million or however much he's getting.
Who's the fourth option?
OG.
Yeah. Because that's not why I brought him here. You can't think, because offense is it's not everything. Mm-hmm. We've seen what our defense did when OG was here. That's as important as a player who averages 30.
That's a fact.
You can't just go off of scoring. So what, he averages 10. Does whoever he guarded, how much do they average at the end of the game?
Yep.
How much did they have at the end of the game? So I'm okay with paying somebody that amount when when they change our defense that good. So if he's a fourth option, he's a fourth option.
I'm here for that. Right before we leave the Knicks, one more thing is Leon Rose wheeling and dealing. They signed the rookie and Pacome Diate.
I've been trying to read that name for the longest. I need to hear. I can't wait for Clyde to try to pronounce that. That's going to be a show. Clyde try to pronounce his name is going to be a show.
they really showed up the back end of their roster with Tyler Kolek. I mean, I don't know much about him. I just seen a bunch of highlights, and highlights is only going to show you highlights.
Yeah.
But they did say he was a dog. His coach is known for coaching dogs. And then he gonna fit right in. Their bench, they did enough to re-sign Precious Achua.
Yeah.
They haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Why? I've heard something about Capella. Because he's an expiring contract. I don't know, but I heard Kessel Walker, but I don't know what they're trying to do. But they haven't re-signed Precious Achua, and I'm curious as to know why. When they actually have the exception to go get him, and they need a backup. They need a backup 5. They need a backup forward. But I guess that's Josh Hart.
Yeah, the center of our team.
But yeah,
he rebounds like it.
So I'm curious to see how they end out their offseason. We'll talk about that a little later. One thing before we go, let's wrap up with PG. Let's wrap up with not PG. 76ers. They just signed Caleb Martin. 76ers is looking like they have the best offseason in the NBA. They're getting key pieces. Yeah. This team is going to be a team that's going to be a problem for years to come, barring health.
Oh, so we're talking about future.
Yeah, I don't think that their first year is going to amount to nothing more than probably a first-round exit again. But I think they're still in the second round, and that's high ceiling. And that's because I don't think you can assemble a team in the summer and then go out and then go win 50 games. If they do that, that's amazing.
So you say they had the best offseason. I would have to disagree. In my opinion, I would have to say the Spurs. CP3.
Why?
CP3. Every team that he's been on, they've had a better winning record. They've competed and went to the playoffs besides Warriors. I blame Steph Curry, but it's neither here nor there. I think the Spurs had the best offseason. Just acquiring CP3, what he does to teams and how he leads them is very impressive. Now, no, in this DeMar DeRozan trade, they did get Harrison Barnes. So I know he's not no DeMar, but he's been to the promised land. He knows what it takes to win. He's vowed not to cut his hair until he was over 500.
Okay.
So I'm just saying.
I think
the Spurs have the best all season. One player, very infectious, and then he's mentoring Wemby. You see what he's doing in France. What he's doing in
I guess.
All right.
I mean, look, Philly setting up their books for the next 4 years. That's what they're doing.
They're in the same predicament as the Knicks. This is the window. 4 years.
No.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah, but they're in like year one. They're like in. I don't think they're in contendership yet. Do they got a great player?
Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think. It matters what they. If you think they're not thinking that they competed, then
no, they're competing. They're basketball players. Yeah. I will hope to think that they think they're competing, right?
Right.
What I'm saying is, they haven't played. This is like a new. This is about to be an AAU team for them. That's what this is about to be with them right now. An AAU team, right? They are bringing back Kelly Oubre. Cool. They have Maxey. Great. Joel Embiid is there. Awesome. Ricky Council. I think he's still there. Great. Those 4 players are the only players that's still there from last season. You're bringing in Eric Gordon, PG, Caleb Martin, Andre Drummond. You bringing in a whole unit You're replacing 3 starters or 2 but yeah, you're replacing 3 starters. And you are adding 3-4 more rotational players. I mean, I just that's AAU.
Yeah.
All right. AAU has a limit. When you play against a raw machine, you're gonna see the difference between talent getting together and a team getting together with talent.
Yeah. 100% agree.
But yeah. Eyes on Podium podcast. We appreciate y'all coming out to rocking with us today on this awesome Sunday. Shout out to my guy,
comment, subscribe.
Coach Chris. Today's his birthday. That's why he's not here.
No, the reason he's not here is because he's fired on his birthday. That's a Christmas gift to him.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Please.
Eyes on Podium podcast. Chris just turned 40.
She don't even know me. Open hit the corner for the 3, nobody noticed him. Catch me out in traffic, keep it curry when I'm closing up. No one should be talking. Eyes on podium. No one should be talking. Keep your eyes on the podium. I go jump a ring, give all of my homies rollies. I'm a hot pig, rolling with me, gon' be low key. Best believe it's more of us, but today